Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. Today I am going to try something totally new. I don't think I have ever in my entire life of sewing, and I've been sewing since about 8 years old, hand stitching, and then probably around 10 for machine sewing. I don't think I've ever taken an article of clothing and transformed it. I have certainly altered shirts or pants to fit me, take them in, things like that, swap out buttons, but I don't think I've ever just really grabbed a shirt and changed it. So here's a shirt that I have. This was actually something that was in my cellar and has been there for a long time, waiting to be taken to Goodwill. I am going to do something with it. I was totally inspired by the print, but not so much by the fabric. It's just like a kind of sheer, I'm sure, polyester. There is still a tag on it. Can I read it? 100% polyester. This was from Dress Barn Woman. As much as I said in my pet peeves that I hate tags on toys and things like that, I hate when tags are missing from clothing. I like tags on clothes. I know that they stick out and all that, but I like to be able to see the size, the fabric, the brand. Let's see, this was size 22. At this moment, I have no clue what I'm going to do. I have a couple of options in my head. My first thing is I wanted to make just a simple button-up skirt, but it's pretty sheer. So the skirt would probably have to be lined, and I don't feel like doing that. So I might just alter it, change the neckline, maybe change the sleeves a little bit. I really don't know. I don't know at all. I will tell you right now that even if I struggle through this, I'm going to record it, show you the struggles. Even if I hate the final outcome, if it's hideous, I'm going to show it to you anyway, because that's what I do. I put it out there and we get whatever we get. You know, I can't make any promises that I'm going to be good at this. So through all my upcycling fashions that I really want to do, I'm sure there will be some successes. I am sure there will be some monumental fails, but it should be fun all the time. Don't you think? I think it will be. And I'll learn a lot along the way. So let's just go over to the sewing station. Oh, before that, I do have it on my mannequin. I went upstairs and did that, so I'll show you that right now. Here is the before of the shirt. I want to point out that although these buttons are cute, they're a little bit hard to get through the holes, so I might change the buttons, not sure. Do you like my mannequin's wig? I thought the color matched perfectly with the shirt. Ignore the skirt that I have there, doesn't match the shirt at all. I don't know, just wanted to show you the shirt, the before look, and we're going to figure out what I do with it as we go. Okay, on to the sewing machine. I think I'm going to start by changing the neckline. Let's watch me struggle just to put this shirt down flat. Okay, 20 minutes later, very slinky shirt. Seams here on the shoulders, so I'm going to line those up. How about I even put a pin there? Okay, match those up right there. I'm just feeling through both sides of the collar to make sure that that seam right there matches up. Alright, that's probably the best I can do with that. I'm just going to try to attempt making more of a rounded neckline with no collar. And I'm going to be losing this top button. I need to allow myself room to do some hemming, so I'm probably going to just go between those two buttons. And here we go. I gotta stand up for this. Important stuff. No clue if I just did something fabulous or horrible. And let's just see what we did here. Alright, I want to show you the very first thing that I learned. When I opened things up, I should have totally cut the back of that shirt open first and just cut below the collar. The way I had it folded, when I cut, it took a big chunk of fabric out of the back of the shirt. That's what happens when you do things without thinking. So you can see, here's the shoulder seams. So there's quite a dip in the back of the shirt too. My options at this point are to put something there, like if I had some nice stretchy fabric or something that could go there to just give it a new look, but not have it be falling off your shoulders, I could do that. Or I could leave it and just have it be a rounded neckline, and I could, I could leave it rounded like this, but then I could take some extra fabric and make like a cross. Let's do that. See, talking it through, I think this is going to work. I don't have any matching brown threads, but I have a spool of thread and 2 matching bobbins of this nice, like rusty kind of color. So I'm going with that. Add a little pop of color. I wish I had my serger up and running. Must do that. Maybe I can work on that this weekend, because this is very slinky fabric and I would like to serge it first and then just fold over once and hem it. But I'm going to attempt the double fold and just do my best. I'm just going to go and press this all around. I do have a dress form that I purchased in either 2003 or 2004 and that I have never used for this purpose. I have used it just to put clothes on it and take pictures, but I've never like stuck an actual pin in it to do dress form kind of things. So let's look at the back. So I'm just going to make 2 straps and I'm going to crisscross them and I'm going to sew them on. So let's go make those straps. For now, the only fabric I have left that I can use to make straps is the neck. So let's just cut this and take this apart. So I'm going to cut this in half. I just turned on my iron. Polyester doesn't like really iron down good, not like cotton, so I'm going to give it an attempt though. I'm going to at least fold it in half to give me that line and then, you know, try to fold it in on both sides. But basically this is what I want. Just a little strip like that that's going to be sewn down. As I guessed, just very slinky, kind of too hard to press, so I'm just going to wing this at the sewing machine. I'm just going to fold in both sides to the middle, the best that I can, and then fold over. And I'll just sew that one little piece, and then we'll worry about the next piece. Okay, same thing. Fold over. Everything's enclosed. And sew. And is that perfect? No. It's not, but it's good enough. There. Now I'm going to go mark on the dress form where I want these straps. I just want to show you what this looks like so far. I could always stitch right there, or I could put that button that we cut off and put that there, just as a little something fun. We'll see. So I'm just going to go sew these down. Now I'm just going to trim without cutting the shirt. I'm going to trim those little ends of the straps. This is the button I was talking about when we cut off the neck. I think that button will look good there. There we have it. Now we have to decide what else we're going to do. I'm thinking next that I'm going to change the sleeve a little bit. I'm going to just, I don't know, just cut it, make like more of a little cap sleeve. How about we do that? I'm going to cut just this one, then I will use what I cut as a pattern for the other side. Don't know what I just did, but I did it. Let's go to the other sleeve now. Lay this down here. There. I'm just going to hem around the sleeves. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. This could get totally addictive. That certainly wasn't the easiest thing to sew, because I'm sure I probably could have cut things in a different way to make it easier, but I did what I did and we're going with it. How about we do one last thing and we call it quits? What I was thinking is sewing on the inside an elastic along the back, around the waist, just to pull it in a little bit. I could do it all the way around and make it look sort of like a peplum top, but I'm thinking I want to do it just in the back. I might go just beyond the side seams a little bit. So what I'm going to go do is figure out where on the dress form the waist should be. I'm just going to take some black elastic, and while I sew zigzag, I'm just going to stretch the elastic a little bit. So when it's relaxed, it will gather around the waist. According to my dress form, this white line is where the waist is. So this is really cool that I have a line to go by. Now I'm going to do a wide zigzag here. And I'm going to just do the zigzag right in the same place for a little bit, just to secure it. Now I'm going to stretch a little, not too much. Now on this end, I'm just going to trim the elastic. After much consideration, and by much I mean 2 seconds, I really like the very loose gather. And I think that it would look better if I followed that all the way around to the front too. So let's go ahead and do that. My light has changed because it's getting darker out. I'm just going to start where I left off, and I'm just going to do this other piece of elastic. I'm not taking it over the center where we button up. Just stopping right before it. So here are the pros and cons that I've come up with so far. Lots of pros. I think I did a pretty good job. The biggest con is that since I did the zigzag with the elastic, at that point I probably could have used a brown thread so that the thread wouldn't show so much. But this is just practice. I really had no intention of putting it on eBay, but I might, even though it's got the wrong color thread on it, because I think it might be cute. All right, we're going to go upstairs now and we're going to put this on my mannequin. My first thing that I noticed right here, it never dawned on me to make sure that the neckline was matching in the front. So I will fix that. I'm going to go and trim a little bit. I'll undo as much of the stitching as I need, probably go back up to the seam, and I'll just redo that. This is still too big for my mannequin. It really looks cute, opened up, and just makes a nice little cover up. I just think it makes such a cute summer shirt, especially for somebody larger. Now let's see if I can turn my mannequin so we can check out the back. I'm liking the back too. Not perfect, but certainly a good attempt for my first try. I just love the way the waist puckers in a little bit. To me, just turned what could have looked almost like a man's Hawaiian shirt. I know it's not a Hawaiian print, but it just looked more like a man's shirt, and now it looks feminine and stylish. So I like the way that mistake of the neck, the way I cut it, I like the way it turned out into something cool, and I was able to reuse the button that we cut off. I just got done doing the first run through of editing on that video, and I did go take some pictures after I fixed the neckline. I'm going to show it to you right here. It really was a fairly easy fix. More even, a little bit off, but not bad. I really like the way this came out. I wish I would have been able to show it to you in a better way. I just think it's just such a cool summer shirt. I know I mentioned that it would look awesome open, and it does, but my mannequin has boobs that look pretty real. Not that real. She was embarrassed. And I didn't have a tank top or anything up there to put on her, so I didn't show you the shirt opened. But this is the kind of shirt that you'd want to just throw on over your bathing suit at the beach. I mean, it's just, I like it so much. But it's not my kind of shirt because I don't wear polyester in the summer. You guys know how hot I am, and there's no way it would fit me anyway. I will be setting up a room strictly for styling my mannequins. I have two. I have a teen mannequin also. I want to be able to have them in the center of the room so that I can easily walk around them and show you front and back and side and all that without me having to lift and turn those mannequins. The mannequins are heavy, but it's not just them. It's the big glass base that they sit on. That's really heavy. So I will be getting set up for that. I could have put, some jewelry on my mannequin. My mannequins even have pierced ears. And one thing that I really would have loved to have made with this shirt, and probably with any shirt that I make, a choker. I love chokers, and chokers are coming back big time. So if I put this on eBay, and I probably will, I would like to try to make a choker to go with it. And when I do that, I'll put it on the mannequin and show you again. Please do know that the mannequin is too small for this shirt. This shirt was big on her. I think this would look fabulous on a larger size woman. I would have modeled it myself, but I'm too large. I really liked how this back turned out. I love the crisscross. I love the little button that we used. I say we like you were here with me. Well, you were here with me. It was fun. It was fun, and I hope you enjoyed it, because I'm going to want to do so many more of these, and I will just learn as I go. So I will have some images of this shirt with the fixed neck on my mannequin and the back also, and I'm very anxious to see what I will come up with next. It's going to be so fun to go to thrift stores. I would like to do at least a monthly thrift store haul to buy clothes to transform. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.